In 2010, when we did a study, there were 35 countries promoting medical tourism, and last year, when we did a study, there are more than 90 countries formally trying to promote medical tourism. This means that tourism board of this country or economy board of this country have put some or other strategies suggesting that they have great capacity of doing medical tourism. I can put some more countries like Latvia, Estonia also trying to promote, but I'm saying 90 countries promoting medical tourism. So it is very difficult for you to find out what is the niche, what is the specialization you have in compared to those 90 countries. So let's start first with what are the benefits of medical tourism. Isn't this amazing that if you are able to showcase the world the Lithuanian healthcare system, would how would you feel if you are able to tell the world that we got a great quality healthcare services? That itself is a good feeling for Lithuania. You don't necessarily need to talk about lots of money coming in the country, but if you are able to go to the world and say them that we provide quality of healthcare services, we provide for our citizen, for our countrymen, and we are here to help you just in case you also require quality of healthcare services. It's a great brand boosting. Also, when you participate in global healthcare industry, you exchange healthcare knowledge. Your doctors receive medical reports, diagnostic reports from somewhere. Your doctor sends some communication to those doctors. So you are having better global healthcare knowledge exchange, which is one of the beautiful thing in the medical tourism. And we have seen that many countries who have participated in medical tourism, just an example, Thailand, before medical tourism, their healthcare was almost negligible what they were providing even to the local population. But Thailand, once they started participating in medical tourism, and Bumrungrad Hospital, when they started inviting foreign patients, more and more hospitals started becoming international. More and more hospitals started adopting international standards. What are the international standards? There are healthcare standards adopted in the hospital. So there are accredited organizations like JCI, Canada Accreditation. These body uh, tell your hospital what you are supposed to do, which is comparably good in its international standards. Now, if you adopt, if you promote in medical tourism, it is likely that you are going to adopt the international standard. And once you start adopting international standard, who's going to get the benefit eventually, ultimately? It's the local population. So once you have better quality standard in your healthcare system, is you're not doing only for the foreign patient, you're doing for the local citizen. So there are lots of social economic benefit as well. Reversing brain drain. Yesterday we discussed a lot in workshop is that we know that lots of Lithuanian young talent after getting proper education they leave this country, they go to Germany or some other places where they get the better salary or better perspective. And it was the same case with the Thailand, Jordan, India, many places where when there was no medical tourism, many doctors were leaving those countries to better countries in Europe or USA and other places for better salary and all. But what we learned that countries when they started promoting medical tourism, when they started showcasing that they are leader in the medical tourism and they have good quality healthcare services, what happened? That they got better investment, they got better equipment, they got better hospitals. With that, many doctors started staying in the country. So there are so many other benefits also, like political benefit. Thailand did a joint agreement, kind of MOU with many Arab countries, which built their relationship. Both countries came together, they exchanged the dialogue. They said, we can provide you the healthcare services, we can help you to promote in both direction, and they developed two-way street. So there are better political relationship. Imagine how wonderful relationship you can develop with the CIS countries or other Nordic countries by just signing bilateral agreement of the exchanging of healthcare services. There are obviously economic benefit, there are social benefit, because what happened that once a foreign revenue comes, like Malaysia, what they did is that once a foreign revenue comes in country, that foreign revenue is a great advantage to our economy. Once a hospital see patient from Lithuania, it is just the same revenue of the country is just exchanged within the country, right? But once a patient come from outside of the country, from Norway, Denmark, or Sweden, you have more revenue coming in your country, which you can reinvest in your rural healthcare system, which is a great advantage.